Hello everyone and welcome live inside the Henry Cabot Lodge here inside Beverly campus. As we get set to give you this game today between the Lynn Classical Rams and the Beverly Panthers. So last week, we checked in with us. Last game, the Panthers dropped that one to Danvers last week. And I think we're at a critical point right now where that Danvers team really figured out the recipe to go up against this Beverly team. And that's if you double team Haley, the only major real scoring threat they've showed so far is that once you double team her, if you can take her out of the equation, you really limit what the Panthers can do offensively. And so I think they were not really able to make an adjustment in that game. And now with this game coming up, this is a real turning point in the season. They're going to have to find a way to have other people get involved. And one of the big ways they're going to have to do it is someone's going to have to push the ball inside. So once you do that, you force somebody to come off Haley and come down and help. And they're going to have to figure out something like that in order to get some more points going. And they're going to have to get Haley some looks because Haley dropped just 5 points in that last game. And if Beverly's going to have any success, Haley is going to have to get more looks than that. So Classical comes into the season at 4-2. They have wins over Somerville, Winthrop, Lynn English, and Salem. They lost to Swampscott, though, as Beverly, you know, that Beverly's one win of the season as they beat Swampscott. And that was on Haley's, buzzer beater right there, that three-pointer. And when these two teams met last year, it was quite the back and forth, if you would remember it all. And it came down to the wire, and a very weird ending, something that you don't see very often. And you're going to show it right here. We got 50 seconds of it. So it was back and forth. The Panthers had fallen behind by double digits before clawing their way back in the fourth quarter and went back and forth. And you see it right here. The game ended. So at that point, the game was tied, and Seth Stanchel called timeouts, but he forgot that the Panthers actually did not have any timeouts. So what ended up happening was, that's a violation. The Rams ended up going to the line, shooting. She made them both to put the Rams ahead. After that, Beverly got the ball. Moreland tried to go down the court, kind of got tripped up, but they called it end of the game. So very weird ending, very controversial ending, kind of weird stuff happening. So that was what happened last time these two teams met. And although Classical comes into this game at 4-2, pretty much all their games so far this season have been close. Their loss to St. Mary's was a blowout. Remember, as we said, they lost to Swampscott. Swampscott currently one of the leaders in the NEC South. Showing you the standings right there. There they are. Swampscott currently the leader, tied with some other teams in league play at 3-1. Danvers also there. As we said, Beverly dropped that last game. Beverly coming into this game 1-5, 1-3 inside the league. So, be interesting to see today. It's very weird to try and figure out this Panthers team right now. And we talk about things without Moreland. It's just weird that you can beat the very best team in the NEC South right now. But to be there at 1-5, and not all those losses have come inside the division. They came also in that Xmas tournament. So some non-league teams, some very good competition as well. Also, something to watch today, the last game against Danvers, Beverly played short-handed. They only played 6, and that's why that fourth quarter, one of the reasons why that fourth quarter kind of got out of hand. They fatigued down the stretch. Sophia Hemsey is back, though. So that should help the Panthers as far as depth goes. And, playing with just 6, it's tough to play that way. One of the other things to look at, just the way that the Panthers usually need things to play. They want to play a much slower pace. They like to slow the game down. And, I've said the recipe, I think, for this Panthers team is games have got to stay in the high 30s. If you get into the 40s, keep it low. As soon as we get into that mid or high 40s, it's not going to favor Beverly. They play very good, aggressive man-to-man team defense. The defense, even without Moreland, has pretty much stayed pretty much all the same. You got to give substantial credit there. He has made defense a huge focal point of this team, and they make it tough on their opponents. Unfortunately, though, without Moreland, offensive rebounds, second chances, and just scoring in general has been very difficult for the Beverly to come by. So we're about 5 minutes to go here from game time. So one of the other things to watch as well, Beaudry, and we talked about this already, to be able to get Haley other looks, they're going to have to try and find a way to push the ball inside. And really last year, Beaudry was kind of that presence who would come inside, slash inside, and get to the basket. She seemed a bit hesitant sometimes to do that, opting to pull up jumpers. Some other people have got to do that too. With Sophia Hemsey back, though, that's a big piece for the Panthers, as she didn't play really last year. But in the early times that we've seen her this year, she was actually able to make her presence known, especially inside, grabbing rebounds, forcing the issue inside, and getting to the foul line as well. So with Sophia there, let's hope that that'll get Haley a few more looks. Also, we'll see how the playing time of Brooke Bakey is affected, though, as well. Brooke pretty much played the entire game last game, really never left the floor at all. So with Sophia back, we'll see who they decide to substitute out, whether it'll be Tia Bernard, who probably plays the best team defense, though, of everybody here. They could opt to have Brooke sit more times. It does take away a three-point shooter, but it gives you that force inside that we talked about that Sophia has showed. The other option could be Beaudry. But then, who's going to run the offense? Could be Kylie McCarthy. We don't know. So
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the NEC Match Fieldhouse. Tonight's matchup is between the Lady Rams of Lynn Classical and your Beverly Panthers. At this time, the starting lineups: the Lynn Classical, led by head coach Tom Sawyer, number 2, Rebecca Walker, number 4, Jonathan Massey, number 13, Skylar Burton, number 24, Amber Brayton, and number 25, Jean Whitman Morrison. And now the starting lineups for your Beverly Panthers, led by assistant coaches Adrian Mannis, Sam Stanchel, and head coach Seth Stanchel. Let's give it up for number 13, Sophia Hemsey. Number 3, Amy Anderson. Number 22, Tia Bernard. Number 21, Captain Sabrina Rodri. And number 30, Captain Brooke Bailey. At this time, would you please rise as the BHS JROTC presents our nation's colors. On left rifle, we have Cadet Lance Corporal Wynn, right rifle Cadet Corporal Kimball, National Colors Cadet Lance Corporal Concepcion, and Marine Corps Colors Cadet Corporal Wood. Would you please remain standing as BHS student Eli Younger performs our national anthem.
All right. Nice touch there, having the trumpet here for the national anthem. You never know what they're going to do here for the national anthem. Always nice having the Beverly ROTC on board, though. Adds an extra piece to the ceremony. We're just about ready to get things going underway. As you saw from the starting lineups, they've elected to have Brooke Bakey continue in the starting lineup today. That'll be Skylar Creighton, number 13, taking the tip-off for Lynn Classical, going up against Sophia Hemsey. And we are underway as Tia Bernard comes up and gets the ball for the Panthers. Brooke glances at it from way outside. The pack goes awry, and now Classical has it. That's Amber Creighton, who originally had it, bringing the ball up. Jasmine Massey. Inside, Skylar against Brooke, can't get it to go. They get another board and another board right after that. But the travel is called, and Panthers will get the ball right back. So right away, the defense for the Panthers making things difficult for the Rams. Tries to get it above the press and throws it into double coverage there, and it's taken away. That's Skylar, gets it inside. Somebody got a hand on that, though. Amber inside, little hook shot gonna go, and the Rams are gonna get the scoring started tonight. Nice move there by the Panthers to beat the press inside. Sophia Hemsey, easy two. Sophia Hemsey with the first bucket of the game for the Panthers, and a nice job there beating the press. That'll be something to watch all day. Amber tried that little hook shot again, not that time, and Brooke brings it up. Brooke trying to take it all the way, gets herself in a little trouble. Brodry from outside, no good. Tia out of nowhere tries to save it, but she can't. And with 6:30 to go, the Rams get the ball back here, 2-2 the score. That was Skylar working against Brooke again, and that time she gets the better of her. So far, Rams making their presence known inside. That pass intended for Sophia Hemsey, but it went a little bit high. Inside, that's Amber again. My correction, that was Skylar Creighton. Sabrina all the way, layup, oh. And now Rams trying to come back the other way. Ball swatted out of bounds. Looked like Brodry came back all the way around the court to get a hand on that and swatted out of bounds. And to deny the Rams what they thought might be an easy basket. Shot clock now at 18, it looks like. Skylar working inside, nothing there. She has to kick it back out. Skylar again, though, working against two people, no good. Ball goes up a few times. I thought she was going to get her own rebound, but Tia comes up with it. Oh, Sophia, looks like she had a look, but she couldn't control the pass and ended up with a double dribble. Rams early on showing pressure down low, going full press even on transition stuff. Thought about a long two, but no good. Amber's going to take this inside. And they're going to call a blocking foul, I believe, on Tia here. And there's the first foul of the game. Despite the way the Panthers play defense, they usually do a decent job of not getting themselves in foul trouble. Amber comes up short on a little attempt, but there's Skylar down there to grab the offensive board. Nothing goes, though. And the Panthers will get the ball back. 4-2 the score. One of the things to look at right now, though, the Rams kind of killing the Panthers a little bit on the boards. They're getting a lot of second chance opportunities. There's Haley inside, clearly pushed, and she's going to get the foul. They're going to call the bucket good, and now she has the chance at the old three-point play. And that's good to see from Haley because, you know, last year. She's more of a spot-up shooter. She's got to do a better way of creating her own shots, and she did a nice job taking that one inside for some points, and she finishes the old-fashioned three-point play, and now the Panthers have a 5-4 lead. Skylar working against Brooke down there, and she has success, and the Rams pull back out in front now. Panthers beat the press that time. Pass goes off, but goes right to Haley. So far, we have not seen the Rams really pull the double team on Haley that the Falcons did pretty much all game last week. And there's Sophia down there inside. So far, all the scoring done by Haley and Sophia. She was sorely missed last game, and you can see why. No good that time. So the score right now, Beverly up 7-6. My producer's telling me that's not the score, but I think, you know, you never know which one's right here, but I believe for now the one in the gymnasium is right. Haley thinks about the three, but good job there as Skylar came up from behind her and probably would have got a hand in the way of that shot. Brooke, though, from three, nails it. And now the Panthers up 10-6. Tries to respond with a bucket of their own, and then that looked like Brooke Bakey who came from behind and swatted that ball away. It was. Nice rejection right there. Amber Creighton and Jean Gupunto check into the game for the Rams. Amber gets a push there. And they're going to call that on Brooke. Second team foul by the Panthers. And that'll bring Amber Creighton to the line. Too strong on her first attempt. She's good with her second attempt, though. Amber Creighton, the junior forward for the Rams. Panthers doing a very nice job beating the press right now. Now Beaudry all the way down. Little too strong there on the little floater attempt. Great save there by Tia. Haley from the corner. Just off the iron, though. Panthers continuing to do a good job of beating that press, though. Jean tried to save that ball from going out of bounds, but could not quite. And the Panthers get it back to Bernard on the inbounds to Beaudry with 2:30 to go. About 2:35, really. But Haley from three. Not that time, though. Oof. They're going to call a blocking foul there on Sophia Hemsey. Third team foul for the Panthers. Just off the mark on her first one. That's Amber again at the line. Gets the second attempt, though. And it's a 10-8 game right now. Nice job beating the press again. Sophia inside. And, yep, they're going to get number 12 there on a push. That's Kiara Edmonds. They're going to say it happened before the shot, though. So that will not bring Sophia to the line. from the corner. Just off the mark right there. Now the Rams in transition. That's Beaudry getting back, trying to do something. No foul called right there, though, but she couldn't get the bucket to go. Now Haley on the other side. And there's the double team right there. Brooke from 3. Off the mark, though. Pass goes sailing out of bounds. Jean was looking for somebody down low there. I don't really know what she saw there. Brooke is going to check out of the game now, replaced by Sydney Anderson. Sydney, one of the few people who did come off the bench. As we talked about last game, Beverly was shorthanded. Sydney was one of those few that would come off the bench. Sydney from 3. Oh, it looked good, but it was in and out. And that ball's going to get away. Called that one Beverly ball. Haley tried to take it inside, nothing there. Now Beaudry all the way, stops up short, little floater, no good. Grabs her own rebound though. Tia all the way across. Sydney from 3, got it. Sydney Anderson from 3, and it's a 13-8 Panthers lead. The Rams trying to respond inside. They're going to get a foul, though. That one on Sabrina Beaudry. So far, the Rams have not really been able to take advantage of their opportunities at the line, though. But that's 4 fouls right now for the Panthers. Something to watch. That's Kiara Edmonds at the line, and she makes her first one count. 13-9 right now with under a minute to go in this first quarter. Kiara, not that time though, and Sydney comes up with the rebound. Inside, not gonna go. Tia hits the floor. Nothing called. Amber trying to go coast to coast the other way and has it swatted away. Haley all the way. That wasn't going to go, though, as Skylar got in the way of that pass, and the Rams get it right back, going back and forth right now. And a travel called. And while we got a second here, we got an update from the boys right now as they lead 24-18 at halftime against Lynn Classical. Nine seconds to go. Let's see if the Panthers can get off a good shot. Beaudry. Sydney thought about the 3. Time expiring, got to get something up. And it goes! Sabrina, shot right there, goes off the backboard and in. And the Panthers have a 15-9 lead after the first quarter. And right away, we don't see the Rams pressing on Haley with the double team every time that the Falcons did. But Beverly's doing a wonderful job of getting other people involved in the scoring right now. Brooke has made her presence known. Sophia right away coming back has made an impact as well. A couple of buckets for herself. Sabrina, a nice bucket at the end there. And the other thing the Panthers have done is they've done a wonderful job of beating the press inside. There's Seth Stansel right now talking to them. And right now, whatever Seth told them between these two games seems to be working. They've been a little more aggressive going to the hoop and getting some other people involved in the scoring. When we talk about how they usually play low-scoring games, 15 in that first quarter, that's a high mark for the Panthers right now. So really everything was cooking offensively for them. Rams have been very focused on trying to get the ball inside for their points. Not a lot of outside shots really at all. Taking one shot, I believe, in that quarter from the three-point line. That's Skylar inside. Her and Amber have done most of the scoring so far. Nothing going to go. That's Kylie McCarthy in the game. Gives it to Haley. Haley from three off the mark that time, though. Haley had herself 5 points in that first quarter. Tia punches that ball out, but it's quickly tracked down. Now inside. And a travel. Kiani Jordan checks in, replacing Jean for the Rams. Inside, looking for Brooke, but too far. Inside looking for Amber again. Had it denied though. Jasmine, a little crossover, not going to work. Inside, Amber again. Goes around the defender and gets it to go. 15-11 the score. But again, Rams doing most of their damage inside. Beaudry. Didn't go all the way, but a little better than a jumper. 23, that's a long shot, no good. And they're going to call a foul. That one on Amber Creighton. Just the third team foul so far for the Rams. And a timeout called. Timeout Rams. So 17-11 the score, 6:30 to go, 33 to go in the second quarter. And it's been a very well-played game so far for the Panthers, beating the press very easily early off, not forcing turnovers, getting everybody involved in the scoring, and for the most part the defense doing what the defense usually does and not giving up easy looks. Pretty much everything for the Rams has been earned so far. And as we talked about, almost entirely inside, looking for Amber or Skylar, and pretty much contested the whole way, have done basically no damage from the outside on jump shots at all. The one thing to watch there is the 4 fouls so far. Haven't given up a foul yet, though, in the second quarter. And the Rams not able to really take full advantage of their opportunities at the free throw line when they had them. There's Sabrina right there bringing up ball, gives it up to Sophia. And Sabrina's been a lot more aggressive here in this game than she was against Danvers. Foul away from the ball, I believe, called. They have not flashed a player number up there, though. Inside, Skylar gives it right up, though, as she had nothing. Working inside against Brooke and Sabrina. Puts the shot up, no good. And that was Sophia who came up to grab that board. That's the other thing Sophia does. Sydney thought about the 3, opts not to take it and gives it up, then gets it back. Again, that was Kylie McCarthy, who nearly had to get away but able to maintain. Sabrina taking it inside, floater, no good. But that's what you want to see from Sabrina. That's something she lacked in the last game, and she has done a nice job of it today, is taking it to the hoop. Inside, that was Skylar working one-on-one against Sophia, and she got the better of her that time. Inside, Sophia went around the back of her man. Nice pass inside, easy bucket, 19-13. This might be the best the Panthers offense has looked all year long. Doing a lot of different things outside, inside, other people getting involved in the scoring. Little jump shot too, mid-range. Did not come out looking pretty though. Haley nearly loses it, and a travel call. So a travel there. We'll lose possession for the Panthers. 4:30 to go, 19-13. Haley so far 5 points, but everyone for the Panthers getting involved in the scoring. Now I thought they had something there, but the Panthers react too quickly. Travel called against Kylie. So back-to-back Panthers possessions unsuccessful due to back-to-back travels. Sophia will check out of the game now, replaced by Tia Bernard. Sydney Anderson and Sophia both on the bench now. Inside, that one had no chance though, and Kylie gets the rebound. Three-pointer, Tia Bernard from three. 22-13 now. Foul called, I believe he said on Sabrina there. And that's going to bring Rebecca Walker to the line. And again, though, the Rams missing a free throw. And those 6 fouls really have not cost the Panthers much at all. But good to see Tia Bernard hit that three. And Tia hit one of those last game, if I'm not mistaken, too. And if they can add another person from the outside shooting threes, that'll add another dimension to things. As usually it's been Brooke and Haley. And that ball swatted away. I think Brooke got her hand in there. And then a nice unselfish play to give that up to Sabrina, and an easy 2. 24-13. They try to respond with a long 3, and it's not there. Brooke, long range, no good. But Beaudry there out of nowhere to get it. Inside, nothing there that time though. With an even 3 minutes to go, it's a 24-13 lead. And Haley steps in the way of that pass. And then Jean tried to put her hand in there and swat it away from Haley, but she couldn't do it successfully without getting a foul. And the Panthers playing just complete basketball right now. Maybe the best they've looked offensively, defensively. Sabrina nearly had that ball go away, but she's able to maintain inside. Little floater, a little off the roll of the hand, but no good. And now Jasmine thought about trying to take Sabrina to the basket. Then a little crossover, and she does. Jasmine Massey. She's the point guard for this team, but hasn't really done much scoring so far in this game. But that time a little crossover takes Sabrina, and a much needed basket for the Rams. Sabrina's attempt at a shot there goes awry. And now Jean inside, no good. Another offensive board, though, and a foul called. And that one on Sophia Hemsey. That's her second. Jean's able to make the first one count. Now it's 24-16. And the second one, 24-17. And a big little run there for the Rams. After Jasmine's taking it to Sabrina with the 2 and then coming back the other way with those 2 shots, get it back to 24-17. It was a double-digit deficit at one point for the Rams. So now with 1:50 left, let's see if the Panthers can do something to get the momentum back. But they're going to have another unsuccessful offensive possession right there as that pass goes awry. Rams have a chance to pull this back into a 2-possession game. That's Skylar inside working against Sophia. And a nice little turnaround floater to go in. It's 24-19. We got a game again just like that. Sydney from 3, off the mark. Sophia grabs the board, puts it back up. No good, though. Now 1:20 to go. Pass goes out of bounds. Nice job by Sophia there on the other side to get down there and grab that board. And I'm sure I've said it a few times tonight, but it's so stark seeing them against Now and then seeing them against Danvers. And Sophia really does add a different dimension to this team. And she was missed last time in that Danvers game. Sydney, corner 3, just off the mark, though. Kind of rolled around right there. Right now the Panthers having a hard time having anything fall. Jean tried to take that on a foul called.
Gina Morrison at the line shooting 2.
That's Jean again back at the line. The Rams in the bonus. She knocks the first one down, and it's down to a 2-possession game. It's been an 8-0 run right now for the Rams to get themselves back to within 3. Foul called away from the ball. Yeah, they had that prepared as if she was going to go to the line, but they got it mixed up with who's in the bonus. Rams are in the bonus, not the Panthers. Jean working against Brooke. She thought about a 3. All the way. Brooke from outside. Off the mark again. And the Panthers all of a sudden have gone cold on the offensive side. And now a 3 well off the mark. That would have been quite the dagger, though, if the Rams could have tied this game up before halftime. 15 seconds to go. Shot clock dead. And a timeout called by the Panthers. So the Rams, after that timeout they took, went on a run, an 8-0 run to get themselves back in the game. It was 24-13 at one point. Now it's 24-21. And now with the Panthers playing for last shot, Seth Stanchel trying to draw something up to get some points and maybe get a little bit momentum back here before they go into halftime. See her right there, Brooke Bakey right there, but Sophia Hemsey, so far from what I'm seeing, kind of the story right now, because she wasn't there in the Danvers game, and she's added a bit of a difference here. She's grabbed some offensive boards, a couple of baskets of her own, and a presence that they did not have. Brooke kind of had to be the person playing inside last game against Danvers, and that's not really her game. Brooke's more of a shooter. She shoots the 3 real well. So with the Sophia there, it's been a big help so far in this game. So 13 seconds to go before halftime. Panthers trying to break an 8-0 run. And there's Sophia. Inside travel called against her, though. That hurts. Beverly's not going to get a chance to get a shot off before half. Now 2.2 to go. Probably just heave up a prayer, and she does, and it's off the mark. So we'll go into the halftime with the Panthers up 24-21. And so after what I called maybe the best team basketball I've seen them play all year, after the Rams called a timeout, things kind of fell off the wagon a little bit for the Panthers at 24-13 at one point. Now we go into the half at 24-21. And really what they need to get back to doing is moving the ball around more on offense. We've had some travel, some turnovers. They were able to limit the offensive mistakes. But the good thing to look at is right now everyone's involved in the scoring. Sabrina has some buckets. Tia, 3 from outside. They've gotten Haley the ball, and then Sophia's at another dimension that has really helped. So we go into halftime here. We'll take a break here, and then we'll send you back out for the second half. Panthers up 24-21.
You are watching BevCam. Here, anyone can come to the studio to make their own local TV show. Contact us with your idea. We'll help you get started with producing your own show, editing it, and then we'll broadcast it to all of Beverly for your friends and family to see. You might even get some new fans. We also film local events like sports, music, city council meetings, and more. If you miss out on anything in town, you can catch up on it here. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Contact us at 978-927-5544 or email us at admin@bevcam.org.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Everything starts out small. The things that hurt us, they all start from somewhere. The words we say, the things we do, they can grow into something else. What was small and innocent can become big and sometimes scary. All it takes is one comment, one picture, one video for something to catch fire. But a big problem doesn't need a big response. Not at first. Even if we don't know what to say, the eye emoji can be that first step we take. Let's all pledge to take that first small step together and change the world in a big way. I'm a witness, and so are you.
I tried Oxy at a couple of parties. I didn't know it'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
When they test you, stand firm and move only when you hear the seatbelt click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up. till they buckle up.
Listen. All it took was someone who would insist that I just try.
Suddenly, everything was turned around because they judge you.
You tell them, I don't need this.
No one is going to understand.
Unless they've been through it, how can they?
Then one day you realize,
You feel so hopeless.
I need help. I need help.
You feel so hopeless.
Then one day you realize,
Unless they've been through it, how can they understand?
I don't need this.
no one's going to judge you. Suddenly everything was turned around because they insist that I just try.
All it took was someone who would just...
Listen.
Creativity is putting your imagination to work, and it's produced the most extraordinary results in human culture. Dreams come from inspiration. Inspiration comes from an idea. And ideas come from creativity. We believe in raising up a new generation of creative minds. And it all starts with you. Help sponsor the award-winning Beverly High School Media Program so the students can have the resources they need to make dreams happen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Dominic Lorenzano, and welcome back here live on the campus of Beverly High School, the Henry Cabot Lodge. Here on BevCam, live on Channel 22 or on YouTube, as we take you back out here for the second half between the Panthers and the Lynn Classical Rams. The Panthers leading 24-21 when we left off. And some of the things to go by, the leading scorers right now for the opponents, the Rams, Skylar Creighton 8 and Amber 6. Amber 5 of those came from the free throw line. The Rams have done most of their scoring from inside, both Skylar and Amber doing that. For the Panthers, and one of the people we talked about who missed the game against Danvers last week, and Sophia making her presence known right away as she has 6 points and Sabrina 6 of her own. So Sophia and Sabrina right now leading the charge for the Panthers offense. Haley Anderson behind them with 4, and Tia Bernard has hit a 3 from the outside, and then Haley's sister Sydney also contributed with a 3 of her own. So those are the points-wise totals that has led us to this point. The other thing to talk about, 24-13 at one point was the Panthers' lead before the Rams went on an 8-0 run to pull themselves back into this game. So we're back underway here, the Panthers with the ball. And right now in the third quarter, the Beverly boys leading 38-31. There's a nice 2 right there from the Panthers that breaks this stretch. I'd like to give a shout out to Tom Donovan, by the way, also feeding us the score of the Beverly boys. Now Sabrina pulls up short and just puts up a floater. Now Tia. That ball bounced around a ton of times. I lost track of how many second chance opportunities the Panthers had right there. But it's 28-21. And the thing to talk about right there is Sabrina pulling up there and opting just to shoot the little mid-range 2. Something she did a lot last game, but something she's done this game a lot is she's been a lot more aggressive slashing to the basket. And it's worked wonders so far. Skylar, a little turnaround. Tough shot, but she's able to let it go, and she has 10 points now. And it's 28-23. Tia throws it all the way around. Sabrina, a long 2, gets it to go. Sabrina Beaudry, 8 points now in the game for her, and it's 30-23. Inside, Amber. She was working against Brooke, and she didn't get a good look at all. Now Sabrina trying to go all the way. Doesn't draw a foul, though. Now Brooke, open 3. Just off the front rim, but Tia grabs the rebound. Sabrina, long shot, got it. Sabrina Beaudry, a long 2, and it's 32-23. Little 8-2 run there by the Panthers. As we talked about the 8-0 run the Rams went on to end that second quarter, and the Panthers treat them with a dose of their own medicine a little bit, going 8-2 on that run to start out this third quarter and push this lead back out to 9. And we talked about Sabrina slashing to the basket to get some of those points, and now it looks like she has the outside shot working now too, as she knocks down back-to-back long-range 2s. And, you know, the thing to talk about also is Sophia back. Tia grabs rebounds, too, but Sophia adds a second person here that plays down inside and is able to grab rebounds, something that really they could not do against Danvers. Had very few second chance opportunities. Lineup right there staying virtually the same. Brooke, Tia Bernard, Sabrina, Haley, and Sophia. So the Rams last time had a timeout and were able to go on that run we talked about. Let's see what they do here. That's Jasmine Massey, who both times on her, she has 4 points. And now Haley taking it inside, stops up short to put up a shot. Sophia from nowhere grabs the rebound and the putback. Beverly dominating on the boards right now to start out this quarter. A number of second chance opportunities, and Sophia a nice putback there. And she's at double digits for points on the game now. Throws it all the way across. Jasmine Massey for 3. But I don't think they're going to count the shot. Nope. They're going to call a foul on Sophia. That's her 3rd. They said after the shot, too. They called it before the shot. So the shot should not count. Right now, the board we're looking at here says it counts, but pretty sure it's not going to count. They'll correct that here. At home, you guys have it right. 34-25 as it didn't count. And now a foul right there by Amber. Creighton. Rams and Panthers exchanging fouls, and after that long three by Jasmine, it ends up no points for anybody you're going to count. Brooke inside had it kind of in and out. Jasmine slows it down. That was Amber inside, nothing going. As we talked about, basically all their points coming from the inside. Haley gets called on a travel. And the rest of the Panthers offense picking up the slack today. But again, some looks have been hard to come by for Haley in this game too. They still have not corrected the score here at home. 34-27 is what I'm looking at. And I think here they might have messed something up, because they clearly, on that foul on Jasmine Massey's 3, did not count it. Throws it all the way. Tia thought about it. Probably thought better of it. Now throws it Sophia. A tough time handling that. The one off Amber's hands, but they're able to maintain possession. Sabrina, sort of a moving shot there. Never really set her feet to get into that, and it was unsuccessful. Jean takes it all the way. Draws the foul. They're going to call the bucket now. Jean a chance to complete the three-point play. That one on Tia Bernard is the one who's called for the foul. Another update here from the boys playing over in Lynn, 43-39. They lead the Lynn Classical boys with 5 minutes to go in the fourth. Haley from 3. Jasmine got a hand on that. And now the pass to Skylar she couldn't handle, and the Panthers will get the ball right back. Things getting a little sloppy here in the past minute and a half, as both sides, some poor execution, some turnovers, and the score remains 34-29, 34-27. Tia inside, Sophia no good. And now Jasmine on the other side, working against Sabrina. Sabrina just let her miss. Thought she might foul her, but it ends up working out for the Panthers. She might have recognized Jasmine was a little out of control inside to Haley, but she can't save it. And the back and forth continues right now. The back and forth of unsuccessful offensive possessions. Jean took that herself, and that was just too easy. As might have been a miscommunication by the Panthers defense. No one came to help. Sabrina tried to get that inside and had it stolen away. Skylar Creighton. But an easy look, not going to go. And now Haley on the other side. Thought they might have a number advantage, and now they don't. 2-on-2. And they're going to call a charge there against Haley. And now Amber checks back in the game, replacing Kiana Jordan for the Rams. Thing to talk about right now, Sophia on the bench for the Panthers right now, and that's because she finds herself in a little bit of foul trouble. She has 3 of them, so that's something to keep an eye on. And now a foul called against Sabrina. Matt can't believe it, and Seth can't believe it. Things might be getting a little ticky-tacky here. I'm not sure I really saw anything either. But nonetheless, they're going to call that one against Sabrina. That's 4 fouls right now on the Panthers. And foul trouble becoming a major issue now for the Panthers, something to watch. We already said Sophia on the bench right now because of the trouble she's in. Yeah. And with Sophia back, that helps out a little bit, but still, the Panthers don't play that deep. And that was Jean inside, and now it's down to a 1-possession game. That's the closest the game has been since the Panthers took the lead early in the first. Sydney from 3. That is a huge shot for the Panthers, a 3 from Sydney Anderson, and it's 37-33 to give them some more breathing room again. They're going to call the foul after the shot, before. That one against Sydney. I believe her first. Kylie McCarthy is going to have to check into the game, replacing Sabrina, one of the other people that we talked about being in foul trouble. Just over a minute to go now here in this third quarter. It's been an uglier quarter, a lot of turnovers, a lot of fouls. Long 2, no good. That was Kiara Edmonds who put up that shot. Kylie had an open look and thought about the 3, but elected to take it to the basket. And then tried to get it to Sydney on the opposite side, but had to go out of bounds. Inside, nice double team. Tia comes up with the help. Rams win it on the jump ball right there, but it looked like that was going to be another little turnaround floater shot for Amber, and Tia came up and got a hand on that. And then Kylie gets a hand in on that. So the Panthers getting their hands in there and disrupting the Rams. And a long 3, and there's Haley Anderson. Can only keep her down for so long. She scores a nice 3 right there, 7 points. Oh, but Jasmine Massey answers right back with a 3 of her own, and it's 40-36. And that's how that third quarter will end. 40-36 the score right now. So the middle of that quarter, things getting a little sloppy. Turnovers, a lot of fouls. The Panthers find themselves in a little bit of trouble with both Sabrina and Sophia having to sit because of foul trouble. But a big 3. Rams got it down to 1 possession. Seemed like everything was starting to go their way. And then Sydney was able to hit on the far side a nice corner 3 to give the Panthers some more breathing room. Haley, a few minutes later, would answer with another 3 as well. And Jasmine Massey, the point guard for the Rams, making her presence far more known so far in the second half. She had just 2 points coming into this second half, and she has a number of buckets, including that big 3 to answer Haley's to end that third quarter. So coming into this fourth quarter, Panthers have got to finish. They got to finish this job. They've played a very nice game today. Maybe the best team performance I've seen all season from them. The defense has stayed pretty much how we expected, but the offense is the story. Just about everyone has gotten involved in the scoring. But it's anybody's game still in this fourth quarter. And the things to watch, Panthers in foul trouble with Sophia and Sabrina both having to miss some time because of foul trouble. And then the other one to watch right now for the other side, the Rams, Jasmine Massey. Number 4 has started to get involved in the scoring a lot more for the Rams. That's Sydney, who tried to get it into Kylie, but had it booted out of bounds. Sydney and Kylie both in the game right now, as we said, because Sabrina and Sophia have to sit. Brooke, a 3, no good, but Tia gets the board. Haley for 3. Came off wrong on an air ball, but Kylie gets the rebound. Sloppy pass nearly gotten away. Haley gets another shot for 3, in and out. Haley back-to-back looks on that possession, but couldn't get it to Crown. Now that's Jean Caputo trying to take it all the way, but can't finish. And a jump ball they're going to say is going to go the Rams' way. I think that might have been a mistake. Well, that's Jean taking it inside again. She's done a nice job trying to take over as well in this game, but she's really been a factor all day. The pace for the Rams has noticeably taken quite an uptick there on that offensive possession, moving a lot faster. That's foul against Tia Bernard, and that's going to bring Skylar to the line. And she drains the first one. Gives her 11 points on the day. Not good on the second one, and Kylie grabs the board. Kylie nearly had that ball get away. Inside, a lot of contact, no call. And now Jasmine bringing it the other way. Cross side, she beats Sabrina but can't finish. And there's a break for the Panthers. The Panthers trying to answer fast now too. Sabrina all the way, and she finishes. So we had Jasmine try to go coast to coast on the other side, couldn't finish. Sabrina answered and did finish, and now it's 42-36. Swatted out of bounds, Panthers ball. Sabrina probably in the midst of what's been her best game of the season. And her, along with Sophia, although not so much Sophia here in the second half because she's had to sit, have really led the offensive attack for the Panthers. That's Haley working there. Travel called. Clearly someone got a hand in on the ball, and Haley maintained possession enough to keep it, but she ended up taking an extra step. So 6 minutes to go, 42-36. Haley's been held in check pretty well by the Rams, just 7 points, but Sabrina has had herself quite the game to lead this offensive attack for the Panthers, and a travel called there. Jean Caputo, the guilty party. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out just what they called. I don't see them flashing anybody for a foul. Someone might have stood maybe in the key too long. But that ball's stolen away. Sabrina, it's 3-on-2. She pulls up short that time and tried to put up a little floater, and it's no good. So that foul called on Sabrina Beaudry. That's her 5th foul. So she's going to sit. Well, they're going to say she has one more to give, apparently. So that brought Jean to the line, but she couldn't get it. Sabrina with the ball, as we said, she's at 5 fouls. So she's in danger of fouling out in this game. Kylie drives, gets around her person easily, but she couldn't finish there. Too strong on the layup. Oh, great help there. So, and she gets called for a foul. Wow. Sophia Hemsey came out of nowhere and made a great play, but they're going to call a foul. And I have to say, I don't see it. That looked pretty clean from where I am. This game has been officiated pretty tough. They have been calling a lot. Tia Bernard will check back into the game, replacing Kylie. Yeah, so we talked about them in foul trouble, but right now Sophia and Sabrina are staying in the game. Couldn't get the second one to count, and that's Sydney bringing up the ball and ends up slowing it down. Sydney for 3, just off. She had an open look and she took it. She's going to take a charge on the other side, though. What a play there by Sydney to get back on defense and then take the charge, as she had Jean coming right at her. Jean's tried to do that all game, going coast to coast, getting inside and getting the layup, but Sydney doing a great job of getting back and taking a charge. If we had Tom Donovan here, you know what he'd do. That would be a Tommy point. Tia inside to Sophia, foul. So that's going to bring Sophia Hemsey to the line. Sophia, 8 points so far on the day. Jasmine Massey is the guilty party on the foul. And Sophia drains her first. 43-37. With this game still close, you know this is going to come down. Sometimes it does come down to free throws, and both teams are going to have plenty of chances at the line. All right, Rams trying to go fast. And another foul call. That is Sophia again. And I have no arguments with it that time. She clearly a little overzealous on her attempts to block that. Amber to the line, and she gets the first one. 43-38. And the second as well. Rams going back to the press, but Sabrina breaks it. Now to Haley. Haley from 3. Oh, it circled her around and didn't want to go in. You got to take that all day, though. Jean, all 3 of her own, not going to go. That's something the Rams have not done well so far in this game, is outside shooting. Sydney for three. Too strong. Tia comes up with a rebound. Panthers might be falling in love a little bit with the three right now, though. But Sydney grabs the board, able to control it. To Sabrina, gives it up. Jump ball. They called it the Rams way last time they had a jump ball. And they call it green. What? That's the second time the refs have messed up, by the way, on that jump ball. And they're getting together. They might correct this time. Yep, and they do. It's white ball. And now Tom Sawyer over there, the coach for the Rams, isn't happy. But it is the correct call. It is Beverly ball. It actually was Beverly ball's last time they had the jump ball, but they went green. But no arguments here now, because that is actually a very big possession. Haley from three, no good. Not having the hot hand so far in this one from three-point range. But white ball again. This is about their fourth second chance on this one offensive possession. This many chances, you have got to make this count. Sabrina inside. Skylar came up with the help, though, and redirected that shot. Sophia tried to save it, but she couldn't. And even after all those second chances, the Panthers cannot make that offensive possession count. And it remains a 4-point game. Another foul, this one on Haley. That's just Haley's second, though. But they're making it a little bit too easy for the Rams right now, just getting them to the free throw line. That's Amber Creighton at the line, but she misses the mark on her first. And missed them both. A break for Beverly. They've been out of sync a bit on offense, and it continues right there as that ball goes off Tia's hands. And the Beverly offense becoming a little snake bitten here the past 2 minutes. Inside, that was Amber working against Haley. Couldn't get it. And now Haley grabs the ball. In need. Sophia jumps up. No good. Tia, put back, got it. That's a big bucket for the Panthers right there, 45-39. Jean trying to take it all the way on the other side. Blocking foul called against Tia. Seth can't believe it. This officiating has been very frustrating so far. Seth clearly unhappy. He's talking to Tia right now. Tia wasn't happy either, but you've got to make sure that everyone, you know you're upset. You don't like the way things are going as far as the way that things are being called. But a good job there by Seth to talk to her, because you need her. And we got an update right now. The Beverly boys have won 51-46, the final there. Hopefully the Panthers can finish this one off. A game that they've led pretty much entirely. Yes. Took the lead about halfway through the first quarter and haven't relinquished it since. But it has stayed tight, and it's 45-40 now. That's Brooke in the game now. Beaudry slows it down inside to Brooke. I don't know if she got pushed, but she looked a little off balance when she tried to throw that up. Amber all the way on the other side. Sabrina hit the ground. But no call, but it doesn't matter. She can get the bucket. Minute 40 to go, 45-40. Sydney along three, drains it! Her third three of the night. She's hit two really big ones, too. Pushing it out to 48-40 and a timeout called by the Rams. So Sydney Anderson, the sophomore guard, Haley's sister, of course, has shown up big today. As we said, 3 threes. And when the Rams got it down to a one-possession game in the second quarter, Sydney hit a big three when it looked like everything was going Classical's way to give the Panthers some breathing room. And then she hits a big one there to put it 48-40 with a minute 20 to go. And that's a real dagger for the Rams. So if they're going to get back into this game, if they're going to pull this out, they're going to probably have to start fouling soon. And you can credit Sydney for the reason why that is with that big three. Oh, right away, just an easy look for Skylar Creighton. 48-42 now. Minute 15 to go, Sydney with the ball. And she gives up her dribble. And Seth wisely calls a timeout there, as it looked like Sydney might get herself into some trouble there. Minute 5 to go. 6-point game. The Panthers have played very well so far. The fouls kind of have been the issue, though, and have kept the Rams around a bit. As Seth talking to them right now, telling them they got to finish this off and how to. So, you know, one of the things to think about, Lynn Classical 4-2 here, one of the top teams in the NEC. Beverly coming into this game at 1-5, but they knocked off the top NEC South team, Swampscott, and now they have a chance to knock off another top team in the NEC. So, I mean, it's been a weird season. This team sometimes a little difficult to figure out. But what I've seen today is I think they've played just about their best performance I've seen them all season right now. Just about everyone has gotten involved in the scoring. That's Sabrina with the ball. Jasmine Massey fouls her. So the Rams elected to start fouling now, and you know, with Beverly not in the bonus yet, that's why. You got to start these fouls early, because for each one of these, Panthers are going to inbound the ball and then keep the clock running some more. Sydney gives it up to Brooke. They still haven't fouled again yet, and there it is. That's Jasmine again, who's going to have to take the foul. 45 seconds to go. Timeout call by Lynn Classical with 40 seconds to go. You know, we talked about the last time these two teams played. It came down to the wire. Kind of had a funky ending. In this game, also coming down to the wire as well. Hopefully we don't have the same ending as last year's game. We wouldn't want that. But these teams having another hard-fought game again this season. As we said, Beverly was on the wrong end of that one last year, 41-39, with the little timeout thing that happened. But hoping they can avenge that this season. 6-point lead. You know they're going to have to foul some more. You'd like to get the ball in the hands of Haley here as much as possible and see if you can eventually get her to the line. And there's Haley right there. And a foul. Beverly was, no, they're going to call a jump ball on it. He put the fist up originally like he continued to foul, but that is not good. So now the Rams kind of catch a break there as they get the ball. Jasmine going all the way. Finds herself underneath the hoop. Tried to go backhanded with a layup and ends up getting it. And a foul called against Sophia again. And that is it for Sophia Hemsey as she has fouled out. She'll have to join Tia there on the bench, as they both have fouled out in this game. Now 48-44 with 30 seconds to go. And Jasmine at the line with a chance to complete the three-point play. Oh, it's in and out though, but they grab the rebound. Jasmine working against Kylie. Now that's Jean taking it inside, taking it to the hoop. And it's 48-46. And just about the worst possible scenario for the Panthers has happened. As you had the fouling on the other end, you end up getting a jump ball. The Rams get it. And then when they foul Jasmine, the ball goes in. Jasmine misses the second free throw, but the Rams get the rebound and end up putting up another bucket. So they ended up with 4 points on that possession. Must be something about these two teams. They just have to go down to the wire. So also Beverly, to finish off this game, severely handicapped a little bit with Sophia Hemsey and Tia Bernard both having fouled out. That leaves Brooke Bakey in the game along with Sydney Anderson. Sydney's had a nice game today, though, as she's knocked down a couple of big threes. But you do miss the inside presence of Sophia Hemsey and the overall defensive presence of Tia Bernard, as she flies everywhere on defense. So again, trying to get the ball in the hands of Haley. She gives it up to Sabrina. Tried to get away from Jasmine, but Jasmine fouls her before Sabrina can get away. So Lynn has one more foul to give away. Well, that's Kylie who has it, and that's Jasmine again who fouls her. So that's going to bring the sophomore Kylie McCarthy to the line. Not necessarily the one that you would want the ball in the hands of. They tried to get that to Haley, but it's going to come down to Kylie at the line right now in a 2-point game. Of course, this is a 1-and-1. So in order to get that second shot, she's going to have to make this first one. And too strong. Sydney came up over the top of the defender and swatted it out of bounds. So now with 11 seconds left, one possession game. Rams have a chance to tie it or even take the lead. Might get the last shot. They're going to let Jean go all the way. Little finger roll and it goes in. And you could see Sabrina on the far side just stunned. I think Beverly's a little stunned right now on everything that has transpired. You thought they might be in good shape after Sydney hit that 3 to give them more breathing room. But it has been quite the comeback for the Rams. 48-48. And who else but Jean would be the one to take it all the way, and a little finger roll to tie this game up. She has been a thorn in the Beverly defensive side all day. So with 3 seconds to go, let's see if Seth can draw something up to at least get a decent look for the Panthers to try and get what would be another buzzer-beating shot, as Haley, as we talked about to begin this season, had that buzzer beater against Swampscott. .2 left to go here in regulation. Sydney throws up a prayer, no good. So regulation will end here, 48-48. Things looked like they got a little confused there as Sydney got the inbounds pass and didn't take it up the court. So we'll head into overtime right now, 48-48. And as we talked about, Panthers looked like they'd be in business. They led for pretty much the entirety of this game after taking the lead in the first quarter. But had some things go wrong in that last minute 30 as the Rams were trying to give up fouls. They ended up getting into a jump ball when Haley got trapped and the Rams got the ball back. And then when Jasmine took it to the lane, she got a 2, and then she got to go to the line as well. And after she missed one of them, the Rams were able to grab the board, and then Jean took it for a point of her own, and that took it from a 48-42 game to a 48-46 game. And then after that, just a few seconds ago, you saw Jean again go pretty much the length of the floor and a little finger roll to tie the ball game. So now if the Panthers want to finish this off, they're going to have to finish it off here in overtime. And they are without Tia Bernard and Sophia Hemsey, who both have fouled out. That's Brooke going up against Skylar, and Jean grabs the tip. Beverly's going to really have to dig deep here, as we said, down 2 people to pull this one out here today. Inside to Skylar. Too strong off, but they grab the board. Now there's Jean working against Sydney. Now from the outside, a 2 no good, and another offensive board for the Rams. Jean inside, foul call. So that foul called on Kylie McCarthy, and it'll bring Jean to the line. And she nails the first one. And the Rams have their first lead since the first quarter. And she knocks down the second. Sydney for 3, no good. Jean taking it all the way up, completely for the most part, uncontested. Beverly gets a bailout there. She doesn't get it. Now, Sabrina going all the way up the court. And I thought someone got a hand on Sabrina, but no call. The officiating has been sketchy throughout the night, and Sabrina doesn't get a call, even though it looks like she got pushed a bit in the back on her drive. Yeah, and a travel called against Jean that time. So a big stop there for the Panthers to keep this at just a 2-point deficit. The thing to mention, Sabrina's still in the game right now, but she has foul trouble of her own as well. They're going to have to try to find a way to get the ball in Haley's hands, who once again has been quiet again. That foul called against Abby Fila. And that's going to bring Kylie to the line. Kylie has it rattle around but goes in. That's Amber Creighton, who's just checked back into the game for Classical. Kylie on her second attempt. Off that iron. But Sydney grabs the rebound. Sabrina went in hard like she was going to try and drive it all the way, and then pulled up and shot that too. Rams trying to answer the quick basket on the other side, and it goes awry, and Sydney grabs the board. Big shot there by Sabrina to put the Panthers back out in front. Haley thought about it. Now she's going to create some more space and slow it down. Sydney, her sister, sets a pick for her. Not able to do anything with it, though. Shot clock near expiring. 5 seconds left on it. They're going to have to get something up. Sabrina driving inside, got it. Sabrina Beaudry. Have a day, why don't you? Rams answer quickly, though, on the other side. So now under a minute and a half. It's a 1-point game still. Inside to Kylie, nearly had it go away. Shot clock expiring, and Haley takes it inside. Blocking foul called. That's called against Skylar Creighton. For a second, I thought the refs were going to try and give her a charge, but they got that right, as it is a blocking foul. And a nice job there by Haley to take that. And I think with all the attention that she gets from teams defensively, she's going to have to be more aggressive taking the ball inside. And on her first attempt, she nails it. She has 8 points on the day so far. Ooh, misses the second, though. But Sydney grabs the board again. Now Haley for 3. Rattles around and goes in. Haley Anderson, big down the stretch. (57-52) the score now. The Anderson sisters making a big impact so far in this overtime. Sydney a couple of offensive boards. But that was Amber Creighton who grabbed the loose ball and put it up and got the bucket to pull it back to a 3-point game with 46 seconds to go. And now here we go again. Some under a minute basketball left. This time the Panthers nursing a 3-point lead. And another chance to try and finish it off here. So after the bad start to the overtime, a nice job by the Panthers to recollect themselves and get the offensive attack rolling, and now taking the lead back, and as we said, a 3-point lead now. Sabrina had a big bucket, a big sort of mid-range 2 after it looked like she was going to go inside. After that, Haley tried to take one, got the foul, and then went to the line, got one of them. And then her sister grabbed the offensive board, kicked it out to her, and Haley was able to hit a 3. Sydney also, so far in this overtime, was able to grab one of Kylie McCarthy's free throws that went off. So Sydney has had 2 big offensive rebounds so far in this overtime. Now Brooke has it. Sydney looked like she got herself in a little trouble there, but was able to get out of it. Now Kylie has it with the shot clock expiring. And a travel call. And that is another sort of little mental mistake here by the Panthers with this under a minute play that's going to give the Rams sort of another free possession as they give this up without even putting up a shot. So now the Rams have a chance to tie it with one shot. But the travel. That travel against Amber. And so Panthers kind of get the bailout right back. And now with 12 seconds left, the Rams probably going to have to resort to fouling again if they don't come up with a steal right away. So in this kind of situation, just in the last quarter, the Panthers let it slip away a little bit. So now a chance for redemption for the Panthers, finishing it off. And again on this inbounds, when you know they probably, if they don't get the steal right away, have to foul, you want to try and get the ball in Haley's hands. Probably the one you feel most confident at the free throw line. Yeah. They called it a jump ball, not a foul. Luckily, it went Beverly's way. Throws it in to Sabrina, and that'll bring Sabrina Beaudry to the line. Rebecca Walker, the guilty party on the foul. So the Panthers in the double bonus. Sabrina Beaudry, the senior, with a chance to put a dagger in the Rams' hopes for a comeback. Misses the first, but still a chance to make this a 2-possession game. Oh, but it's in and out, and it's still a 1-possession game. 6 seconds left. The Rams probably going to have to get off a 3. They're most certainly going to have to. Throws up a prayer. It's off Kylie McCarthy's hands, and that'll do it. Panthers needed overtime to do it, but they finish off this game. They finish off another top-tier team in the NEC, winning this one 57-54 in overtime. And this is a hell of a victory for the Panthers. Great resiliency, and it'd be very easy after the way things slipped away. When you have the lead pretty much the entire game and you let it slip away at the end to go into overtime, it'd be very easy for the body language to be bad, for them to sort of give this away. They were without Sophia and Tia also for the overtime, but credit Seth for getting them refocused and credit them for staying in the game mentally, and they're able to finish it off. And a sensational job. Haley was pretty much held in check most of the game, but she was able to make it count in overtime as she had a big bucket. She got a blocking foul, and got to the line, and that's how the Panthers retook the lead with her at the line. Then when she missed her second shot, her sister Sydney grabbed a huge offensive board, was able to kick it back out to Haley, and she was able to hit a big 3 to put even more distance between the Panthers and the Rams. And that 3 from Haley right there ended up being the difference maker, and they win this one 57-54. And, you know, I wish I had a second person with me who could do stats, but everyone was involved in the offense today for the Panthers. This was probably Sabrina Beaudry's best game. She did everything well, and the thing that she was a little hesitant going to the basket last game against Danvers, but she took it to the basket this time. She was able to knock down some outside shots as well, and really that other offensive factor the Panthers have been missing so far in their losses, she was able to be that factor that they so desperately need. Sydney came off the bench as well and had a couple of big 3s. So just a great team win today by the Panthers, and a great win, as we said, for them to build off beating another team atop the NEC. So I'm Dominic Lorenzano signing off for you today. It's been a great game. Hope you enjoyed this one. Again, Panthers win this one 57-54.